It is hard to see someone that you love dealing with a mental health challenge like depression, anxiety, trauma, all things that are challenging to them, helpless, them feeling helpless and even powerless. And while they're dealing with this, there are so many phrases that we say to them that are usually very, very harmful. And I wanted to come here, even for me as a registered nurse who has worked with in mental health facilities, or even have dealt with as a mental health nurse. For me also, I always have to be very, very careful of the phrases that I say, because I have come to realize that, these phrases that we say sometimes, though very, very innocently that we say them, and but then what happens is that they're very harmful, and the person that we're talking to end up feeling worse when we talk to them than they were feeling. So I want to cover 4 phrases that we should not say to people that are dealing with mental health issues, or they're having a crisis and you're there for them, but there are things that you want to say and you think that they're literally so good, but you shouldn't. So, and if you see me looking down, I have written some notes and I just want to make sure, because I don't want to forget them. So the first phrase, like, I really felt like was very important to cover was that, you should not say, "Let me know if you need anything." And I know this phrase means so well, and it's meant to be comforting to be comforting to the person that is dealing with this challenge. When you tell somebody that, "Let me know if you need anything," it's like you're putting all that burden on this person, and you're letting them know, if you need anything, let me know. And guess what? They're already in distress. They're in crisis. They're not feeling at their best at that time. And then when you tell them, "You let me know what you need," now they're thinking, now I have to gather energy. I have to find the energy to even think what I need. And sometimes when they're in that situation, they don't even know what they need themselves. They need you to be there for them. They don't need you telling them that, "If you need anything, let me know." So though this sounds so good, let's avoid that, because for me personally, like, I am learning that from somebody that, like, right now I'm taking care of, and they're letting me know when people say that, it's so hurtful. And it's like, so you want me to come to you and tell you what I need. And what I have found out is that you need to be very proactive. And if you know this person personally, you come up with something and just say, maybe, "Can I make a meal?" Bring a meal to them. Maybe they have errands that they usually run. Go do those errands for them. If they have a baby, or they need somebody baby picked up from daycare, go pick them up. Mail their bills for them, but just avoid those phrases of, like, "Let me know if you need anything," because definitely you're already putting pressure on them, and the least they need is a lot of pressure from us, or from somebody letting them know that, you tell me what you need. And the other thing I was going to say is that the key thing is letting them know that you're there for them. That's what they need at that moment, that you're there to support them, and you're not putting any burdens on them. So even if it's just being there, just like listening, that's what I'm learning, and I have learned even as a nurse, is just listening and validating how they're feeling is one of the best thing that you can do for them. Then number 2 is saying, "This too shall pass." That is a no. The person, when you say to a person that is dealing with crisis, dealing with depression, severe depression, or they're already in that crisis, telling them that "this too shall pass," it can put them back into a severe depression, or can even put them worse, make them feel worse than they are right now. Because when you tell them that "these too shall pass," these people, they could be dealing with this thing for over 10 years, over 20 years, over 30 years, or 5 years, or how long. They do not want to hear that "these too shall pass," because they're going to be wondering, "You're telling me that this too shall pass. How come it hasn't passed? I've been dealing with this thing for all these years. How come it hasn't passed?" So let's avoid those phrases, because when you show them that, you're like showing them, just get over it. This too shall pass. You're just like, it's almost like you're saying, get over it. This too shall pass. So The thing that you really need to do again is showing this person, definitely, I'm right here for you. I'm here to support you. What you're feeling is, it's valid. Just for validating their feelings is actually number one, is so that they can feel like, you know what? Yes, I am heard. This is what I'm feeling right now. I am not making this thing up. What I am feeling is somebody is understanding how I am feeling. So make sure that you are definitely acknowledging them and acknowledging that, yes, what you're feeling is valid and it's okay to feel what you are feeling. So what else? Number 3 is that I have is saying that you're not alone. Everyone else is struggling with something. Please do not say this to somebody, because when you say that every person is struggling with something, so it's almost like you're saying what you are going through, somebody else is also going through maybe something else. But guess what? You're showing them that what they're feeling doesn't matter, that what they're feeling, it's not even valid, because guess what? Everybody else is going through something else, and you're showing them, hey, you're not unique. Everybody else is going through something, so get over it. So saying that to somebody who is going through, well, it's really even intended. We could be intending to say this in a very, very innocent way. And we are even trying to normalize maybe the conversation. But let me tell you, it's very, very, very harmful. So I don't know whether you've ever had somebody say that, or have you ever said something like that? But for me, I know, like as I say, firsthand, dealing with people and even dealing definitely with a loved one, I know, like, saying that things is a no, because you're showing them that, what I'm feeling, it doesn't matter. Everybody else is going through something. Fine, I might be going through mental health challenge. Somebody else is going through cancer. Somebody else is going through divorce. Somebody else is going through death. So you're trying to show them, hey, what you're going through, it's nothing. So don't generalize their feelings, please, because they want to be heard. Again, they want to be heard, and they want to know that somebody cares. And what can we say to them? Just again, let them know that they're not alone. Let them know that you're right there with them. Let them know that definitely that you're there to support them, that you hear them, what they're going through. Or again is you validated empathy. Just show them that you care, because definitely what they're going through, mental health is not easy. I've taken care of a lot of patients. It's not easy, and people are hurting. And when we say these things, it's even put, as I say, it can even put them into more situation or more severe depression than what they're already going through because of what we say. And just letting them know that you're listening to them and non-judgmentally is key, because when they know that they're not alone, then that opens them up to just be able to say, hey, definitely somebody is hearing me, and I can be able to say these things that I'm feeling. My last one, my number 4, and it looks like I have so many, but I don't want to make these videos too long, but definitely it looks like I'm going to do a part 2. But number 4 that I have is everything happens for a reason. Please, let's not say that, because when you tell somebody that everything that happens for a reason, it's frustrating to somebody who is going through that, because you're trying to show them that, hey, your struggles, the struggles that you're going through, it's happening for a reason. It can even show them like, okay, am I being punished? What did I do to be going through this? What is this reason that you're telling me that I'm going through this? Show me the reason, so don't just say that everything happens for a reason. What is the reason that you're telling them that happens? Do you even you yourself know what's the reason that they are going through that? You don't. So such phrase, it can be very hurtful, and it can, for somebody who's going through mental health challenge, or they're struggling with depression or anxiety, or they're in trauma, because when we say these things, now that you're showing them that, wow, what did I do to deserve this? It's almost like they're being punished. So when you say that everything happens for a reason, it's almost showing that, fine, why am I struggling? Maybe am I being punished? What did I do? So be very, very, acknowledge, again, as I say, acknowledge their pain. acknowledge, acknowledge their pain. Let them know they're not alone, because support, like this is what I have found, support, telling somebody that you're right there, and this person knowing that they have the support, it can even like really, really take them out of what they're going through, and even bringing them into a place of that that they're feeling much better, that them just knowing that, what, I can open up. Because when we say these phrases, guess what? This people, they shut us off. They don't even want to let you know how they're feeling, because guess what? Because when you tell them, when you say all these things, all these phrases that we say, they're very innocent, we mean to comfort them, and then we end up saying these things. But guess what? You're showing them, when you say these phrases, you're showing them, what? Why am I going to even say, share? Why am I even going to say that I'm struggling? Nobody even cares. My feelings are going to be invalidated. I'm going to be told to get over it. There's so many. And as I said, I'm going to do a part 2 because I definitely have a lot more. But remember, empathy is key. Let us show our loved one that we are so empathetic, that we are there for them, and just listening. For me, what I have learned is that listening is so key, and just even being present. Sometimes we feel like we have to be saying something, and we don't have to. Just sitting down next to a person who is struggling and let them talk, let them share how they're feeling. If you don't have anything, just maybe if it's somebody you feel comfortable with, just let them know that you're right there. Hold their shoulder. Just let them know, that you're there, because sometimes we are looking for things to say, and sometimes just you being there is enough for this person. Just being there. So let us avoid these hurtful phrases, and just offer support with compassion, compassion, because I feel like, when we are compassionate, when we are empathetic, the journey, we can make the journey of our loved ones, of our coworkers, of our friends, we can make their journey so smooth, because then they're opened up, and then their healing is going to be even quicker, and they're going to feel much better. So, that's the 4 phrases. And as I said, I'm going to do a part 2. Definitely, I want to continue this conversation. So if you have anything that you have to add, let me know in the comments, what some of the phrases that you have said to somebody that maybe you felt like, oh my goodness, I should not have said that. Let's continue this conversation and definitely in the comments, and definitely support this channel. I'm a mental health nurse, and definitely I want to spread mental health awareness, because I feel like, there's so much stigma around mental health. And as a mental health nurse, I've seen so many people, friends, families, my patients, and I feel like it's about time that we start supporting one another. So definitely support my channel, and I have so much that I want to bring to this channel. So definitely subscribe, share with somebody who you think this video was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.